Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and our honored guest, and Nancy. Oh my goodness, Maria got a big build up for me. She said I'm a very perceptive evaluator. Let's see how I do. First of all, you came out with your theme, Back to the Future, and you had the Back to the Future and McCoy or whatever his name is. You talked about that, a visual that we could all get. You had good expressions, facial expressions. You were wanting to convey a difficult topic of 15 minutes, and you did it in 9. So that's an achievement. It's really difficult to do these type of educational things. I will have to do one pretty soon myself. There's a lot to get in a short period of time. And you have a lot of technology that you had to work with, moving things in and out, and you did a pretty good job overall with all of that. I like the fact that you took us back to the past and showed us how it used to be with the old manuals. And I'm old enough, and I was in it long enough to remember the old manual days. And I like paper better than I like electronics sometimes. But we have what we have. You had good expressions, and one of the highlights of the speech, I think, was when you took us to the actual website and you could show us how to get credit for speeches we give in the website and where you go and how you manipulate. There's 15 minutes of material, but you really condensed it down and you had to speed it up a little bit to make it work. But I thought it was good overall, and I want to commend Nancy, certainly, because she's our VP of Education, and she does a great job of making sure that we're on task and we get our speeches done, get them logged. These help our club to be a distinguished and above club rather than just ho-hum club. So thank you, Nancy, for all of that. And part of that is making sure we follow what she showed us to go on to those various programs in pathways on the TI website. Sometimes a little cumbersome, but as you get into it, it works out. It's not too bad. Suggestions for your consideration. I suggest you might stand to give this presentation. It's hard, I know, because you had a lot of slides and a lot of things you had to keep track of. And it's hard to see when you're far away, if you're trying to read certain things. But if you stand too, that would help your breathing. And I think you could do that and it would help you. You would not have to perhaps look down as much as you did. So we lost some of that eye contact you had. It's really hard to get eye contact with that little dot when you're trying to read some information that's very technical. But you did pretty well managing everything. There's a lot of stuff in this, and thank you for a nice speech, Madam Toastmaster.